Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. So help you, Carlson.
Yes.
Oh my God, Taylor.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Danny Jameson.
Hi, Danny.
Hello.
Who is the owner of the Terrible Towel Cafe?
That would be T. Barry Olsen.
And can you describe your relationship with her?
Well, she was my mom's boss. That is, until she fired her unreasonably.
And why did she fire your mom?
Well, she claimed she fired her for her tardiness, but that is completely ridiculous.
Who was there when she fired her?
I was on my way to school walking with my mom, and she was on her way to work. And normally I would proceed to walking to school, but I saw a really cool bike, and it interested me. And then suddenly I heard shouting from the cafe, and I heard T. Barry and my mother arguing.
And
Then I walked up to the window, and I saw that they were shouting at each other. And specifically, I heard that my mother yelled, "I know you and Sandy. Well, I know about you and Sandy Wilbur with the horse meat." And my mom wanted to confront her about this beforehand because, although she was hesitant to do so because she thought she might lose her job because of this, and when she said that, what do you know? She was fired.
can you explain the tardiness of your mother?
Of course. My mother would only be late on Saturdays, and she told T. Barry that, and T. Barry said it was fine, that she would show up at 8:30 instead of 8, and T. Barry confirmed it and said it was fine.
So do you think that this is a reasonable excuse to fire your mom?
Of course not. I mean, she knew about her being late on Saturdays a half hour, and she said it was fine. And secondly, Kim Sanchez, a social worker that helps our family, showed us the employee calendar that T. Barry used as her reasoning to fire her because of her tardiness. And the calendar was very illegitimate. I thought that the markings were made after the fact and they were changed, and as did my mother.
And when did your mother return to the cafe?
On November 20th, about 3 weeks later.
Why did she return to the cafe?
Well, she wanted to confront T. Barry about the horse meat in order to win her job back, saying that if she would not hire her back, that we would report the horse meat. And we needed a job because we were living in a shelter, and we didn't have, my mom was jobless, and we needed the money.
What were you doing when she entered the cafe?
Well, I wanted to go in, but T. Barry told me to wait outside.
Who was in the cafe with your mom?
It was my mom, Sandy Wilbur, and T. Barry Olsen.
And who was in the cafe when they came back?
Well, they proceeded to the back of the cafe where I could no longer see them, and when they came back, only Sandy and T. Barry were there.
And can you describe what happened after?
Well, I went to the door because I was waiting outside for a while, and I kept banging on the doors, wanting for my mom to come out and asking where she was, but they wouldn't respond, so I went to the back of the cafe where I saw T. Barry by her dumpster, holding something about the size of a brick, and I also saw that she was very nervous and in a hurry, and she told me that my mom wasn't there and left earlier, but I do not believe that is true.
Do you miss your mother?
Yes, I do, very much.
Thank you. No further questions.